All right, quick 2-minute drill. Uh, Theo Fleury, my buddy, just skated by the bench of the PPC and wiggled his gloves. So when the call comes out, you got to answer the call. Right, Theo? So Theo said, and I'm going to add the picture, hopefully it'll be behind me. But Theo just said on Twitter that there is no federal party right now that is in it for the people. And of course, I couldn't disagree more. What does it mean to be a party for the people? Well, it means denouncing the Sustainable Development Agenda, denouncing Agenda 2030, denouncing globalism, denouncing the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, of which the PPC does and has since its inception for 4 years. In large part, and I just had a discussion with Maxime Bernier this afternoon, in large part due to the work that I've done since joining the party a few weeks after its creation. We are the only party that stands against the globalist agenda. We're the only party that has the courage to stand up and actually talk about what's ailing our nation, and that it is the Sustainable Development Agenda, the SDGs. So I find it interesting, somewhat, that Theo uses the language that he uses. I know why he's doing it. Theo is laying tracks because his boss, Joseph Bourgault, is going to, at some point in the relatively near future, I assume, is going to announce the creation of another federal party. I know. I'm all about unity, and we have to unite under the truth. And the truth is, again, what ails this country and all of the issues that everyone talks about from coast to coast is related to the Sustainable Development Agenda, all of it. And we have to unite around that fact. We have to unite around the defense of our shared values. And trust me, I've had this discussion with Joseph. I've had the discussion with Theo. And Joseph's response to me has always been that the PPC does not make God the focus of the party. And he's right. We don't. And I'll be the first to say that there needs to be more faith in politics. There needs to be an understanding and a recognition that Western values are under attack, and Western values are Christian values. Freedom, liberty, justice, equality under the law, sovereignty, prosperity, and truth. Those are Christian values. So I get it. I understand it. But the PPC doesn't make it the focus. And so my response has always been to Joseph, there's a Christian Heritage Party that has that in its focus and also denounces sustainable development. So that entity already exists. Creating another federal party will achieve absolutely nothing but more division. When we can't take any more division, there's a maverick entity that doesn't do anything. They don't have the courage, even close to what the PPC does, to talk about what's really ailing our nation. There's a Christian Heritage Party that, is what it is. And now there's going to be another one, and then there's Derek Sloan's entity. Derek Sloan seems to want to have more faith and more religion involved in the politics. So why can't you join them, Joseph? So ultimately, that's what Theo is doing. Theo is laying tracks for at some point in the relatively near future that Joseph will announce the creation of another new federal party. That is not, in my belief and in my view, in the best interests of our nation. Not in any way. But who am I to stop them from exercising their right? I just know it's not going to achieve the desired effect. Just like running for the leadership of the Conservative Party that Joseph was kicked out of because he spoke too much truth. Achieved nothing. Well, I shouldn't say that. It probably gave Joseph some name recognition and some attention on a national level to some degree. So maybe that's what he was doing it for. I'm not sure. But that's what Theo was talking about. That's what Theo's referring to. Yeah, Adobe, just wait. And so that's why Theo says what he says. Now, again, I find it unfortunate. I think there's, an ability for us to unite under the values we share and in defense of those values. And again, the values of freedom, liberty, justice, sovereignty, equality under the law, prosperity, and truth. And it's those values in particular that the globalists are going after in order to achieve their goals. And their goals are out there, all 17 of them. They want control of every aspect of every one of your life. And in order to do it, they'll have to destroy the values that we claim to cherish. So we either unite around those and in defense of those values, or we continue to fracture, we continue to divide, and literally hand our country to globalists. That's that.